Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my first ever YouTube video and my first ever League of Legends series. This series is going to be called League of Legends Raw and Uncut. And basically, I'm going to do gameplay analysis on some of my games that I play throughout League of Legends. And I'm going to be talking about what I've learned to get to Gold 5, basically. And you can see here the proof on na.op.gg. This is my main account. As you can see, I'm in the top 30% of all League players. But honestly, I'm still Gold 5 and I just got to Gold 5. Like, this is me grinding to Gold 5 with a friend, and I found some ways to be able to reach Gold 5. I main ADC and mid lane. Generally, I'll play every role. I may be Gold 5, but from what I've learned, to win games, you basically have to be captain of the current game you're playing. And this would be my Smurf right now. I just got it to level 30, and I've done some ranked games. See, this is my first ranked game. I lost it, but ever since, I've been winning all my games. And it's funny because when you check the MMR, it says you are likely be placed on Gold 1, but one of my friends said, oh, it tells you that at first, but after you play more games, it'll drop you down. Enough about me, let's start the intro. Hello and welcome back to League of Legends Raw and Uncut. And before I start, I just want to say, god damn, I fucking sound like a bitch. And I recorded that video in 2016, and right now, down here you can see it's already 2017. I've actually been lagging and delaying this YouTube career stuff. And now I just decided, fuck it, I should just go ahead and just do it. And the video I'm going to show you is going to be based on how to top lane. Just so I can show you what I'm capable of, basically. Just my skill level, you can see how good I am, or how sucky I am. And this is my second time recording this. The first time I had recorded it, but then the audio file didn't want to render, all this BS. And now this is my second take, which is kinda makes me mad, but it's all good. And I'll just kind of start with the same thing I did last video. So this is quite a while's time difference. So the video I'm gonna show you was basically in season 6. It was season 6, and most of the videos I'm gonna show you are from season 6. But the same mechanics on how to learn how to play the game still apply. Doesn't really change much. And right here I'm showing you, this is what this is my stats right now. I'm actually, I increased, I was at the top 20%, but I haven't been playing because I've been tilted. So it went down to, I'm in the top 21% now. In season 7, I got gold again right away. And it says my MMR is silver too because I tilted so hard. I have a 20% win rate. And yeah, I lost all those games. So bad. And it sucks. But I'm pretty sure if I play more, if I start playing ranked again, I'll be able to win some games. And before we start, I'm just going to play some music in the background. And the artist is DJ Joe Zenpaku on YouTube. You can search him up and listen to his music. It's really good, I think anyways. And I'm just gonna have it play in the background while we do some criticism on or learn how to top lane. And since this is League of Legends Raw and Uncut, I'm not gonna edit any of this. I did edit the first video because I want an opening and outro, and I did suck ass. I would like pause every time I would say something because I was doing it unscripted. So every time I paused, it would be me thinking, but it turns out that it was so bad because I would pause every freaking second. It made the video so long and it wasn't as fluent as it should be, like right now, which is what like, since it's my first YouTube video, I kind of want to ease into it and feel comfortable, which I am now because I'm just like, fuck this, I hate my life. Can't deal with this shit. Let me try YouTube. And here's the video, how to win at top lane. This is all unedited. As you can see here, this is the video. Like, a black screen. Amazing. But I'm gonna fast forward it. First video I made was like a 2-hour video long. 2 hours. This video is 37, but I am gonna commentate and talk through it. Let's see if I can increase the size. Yup, full screen. Alright, so in this video I want to start like, this is a video for people that have played League of Legends for a while, and we're just gonna get into it. Oh shoot, I have this in Korean language voice, I think. But in this video I'm going to show you how to top lane in general, not specifically Renekton, but this is how people should be playing top lane, and these are expectations I kind of have for people that want to be good or they want to be gold and whatnot. And I'm actually surprised by how people just suck at every lane. Playing Renekton. This is season 6. This is actually before Renekton became popular. He's kind of popular right now in season 7. Since this is my second recording, I'm not sure if he's gotten any buffs or nerfs, but right now they rebuffed the ADCs with lethality. Lethality was garbage. It was that RIP ADC meta. That's why I'll just blame all my losses earlier that I showed you, because I'm an ADC main, on the meta. But now lethality is buffed. Honestly, right now you can use Last Whisper, but whatever. Let's just get into this. So right now I'm kind of trading because I know I want to trade. And the first thing I'm doing right now is I'm pushing the lane so I can get that level 2 advantage. And when you get the level 2 advantage, you'll be able to dominate your lane early and trade more. So right now, I'm just farming. I'm gonna try to trade with them right here. And since I have that level 2 advantage, I just chunk them like that. And then, as a top laner, if you have Grasp of the Undying, you want to try to proc it as much as you can. So let me just rewind it a tiny bit. So right now, Grasp of the Undying is in effect because I'm in combat with the minions. Or right there, I'm in combat. Oh wait, did I fast forward this? So right here, that second I proc the Grasp of the Undying before he runs away, and that's something you kind of want to start doing as a top laner. trying to proc that Grapple of the Undying before your enemy retreats. Right there, I'm trading with him, or he's being stupid. But this is how you get the lane advantage. That level 2 advantage helped me with putting Shen in a difficult position. Overall, Renekton is just really strong, and I'm surprised no one's actually playing him. There's a lot of people generally are meta slaves, and it's funny because you can there's other champions you can play that are just stronger than champions that are being played in the meta. So I stayed because I hid in the bush because I wanted Shen to back. Because I wanted him to think I was I wanted him to think that I had backed. So I hid in the brush and I came out of the brush so I can push the lane and force Shen's teleport. And the bad thing with using teleport to teleport back to top lane is that by doing that, you lose the pressure on other lanes. So like right now, I'm just gonna back. Maybe. I don't remember since this is an old recording. Okay, I do back. I kind of played aggressive this game. I think my friend is jungling right now. I used teleport back into lane. I should have just walked back into lane so I could save the teleport and use it for a gank either bot lane or mid lane. Or in case there's ever a team fight, you kind of want to save your teleport for that. And if you ever get behind in a lane, you never want to teleport back into lane because that's just going to give the other enemy champion more of a advantage. And since if you're losing lane, it's just going to be bad. So since I'm Renekton, I know I can use my passive to heal with my Q, and then I just level up. So I'm not really scared of the Shen. I'm just freezing it here. I'm freezing it because this puts Shen in an awkward position where if my jungler came, I would be able to kill him because he's being so aggressive. You can see in the minimap my jungler's coming. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. Shen had it warded. And then we blew Shen's flash just like that. And all I did was freeze the lane. I wasn't trying to be aggressive. And that's something people in lower elo need to be doing. Is they generally don't freeze the lane. And by freezing the lane, you can gain advantages in many ways. Like the jungler just ganked for me. And since Shen had to back in an awkward situation, he's gonna lose all that experience from this minion wave. So right now I'm kinda trying to get tower damage, and I'm kinda denying the minions and Shen's XP by doing this. He also loses the last hit gold by denying minions. Then I'll be able to make more videos on specific mechanics like denying minions and how to do it and why you should. But for now, we're just sticking to top lane. So unfortunately, I'm using this isn't recorded as I played the game, because like right now I would be looking at bot lane just to be able to see if I needed to teleport down there or not, if I had teleport. But this was recorded using replay.gg at first, and then I re-recorded this with OBS. So my CS may be bad, but in lower elo CS isn't really that important. It's more about the macro plays versus the micro plays. I'm just trading. He's fighting me. The macro plays are generally like team fights, team fighting, doing dragon or baron. Micro plays or there's your macro mechanics and your micro mechanics. Micro mechanics are CS and landing abilities and just lane phase. Right here I'm just trading with them. Then he comes in for a gank. I wasn't too afraid of a gank because I had ults. I paused it. I think I did something. This is still like going on. This is the unedited, you know? So I had paused it. It could have just been the video loading. It's probably just loading. And I was AFK when this game recorded, so. Shen, right now, he's blowing his teleport again, which it gives me a free back because I pushed my lane first, and I can back. Or, right now, I'm actually taking jungle farm, and that's something lower elo players should be doing, because I remember I would kind of just focus on farming lane CS, but like right now, I want to gain an advantage, and I want to be able to carry the game, so I'm taking all the resources for myself and I'm kind of being selfish. So I take Gromp because he gives me gold, and later on in the game you'll see I start doing that again. Like after fights and whatnot, I'll start taking jungle farm just so it can help me snowball faster, which is very helpful. This is the NA server. So it's kind of boring, but that's just how the lane ended up being. I could have probably been way more aggressive. Right now I'm standing still because I'm watching bot lane, and I'm waiting to teleport. I ping before I teleport, just so my teammates know. Looks like they didn't need me bot lane. But yeah, like top laners, for top laners, it's better to just play a passive lane and play into the late game versus trying to actually kill the other top laner constantly. Because if you do that, you risk just completely losing your lane and being useless late game. Whereas right now, if we just played passively, we're just gonna scale into the late game and we're still gonna be useful in team fights. I am playing kind of passive because Shen has more health, and I don't want to risk dying when it's yeah. And I just killed Shen. I wasn't scared of Shen because I still had ult. I'm not scared of Zinzao because I have 3 level advantage on him. I kind of want to bait him. He's taking minion damage. I walk back, and I stun him, and I kill him. So when I do a video on jungling, I'll talk about how you shouldn't gank when you're under level. So like, alright, I stay. We start trading. I don't really want to trade with them, but as I trade with him, I noticed that I'm kind of pretty strong. I'm stronger than Shen by the damage I did. Also, I've played Shen, so I know his cooldowns are long. And Shen is being dumb by fighting me there because what lower elo players they underestimate minion damage, which is really bad, and you should avoid that. Right here, Xin Zhao also underestimates minion damage, which helps me just kill him. And generally, you want to avoid minion damage or use it to your advantage because it's really helpful in many situations. And right here, you can kind of see Xin Zhao is level 7, and I'm level 9. I do level up right now to level 10. Like I said earlier, I'm not scared of Xin Zhao because I am level 10 and he is level 7. I have, just in general, as you level up, you get more health, you do more damage, you scale, and that's why you never want to fight someone that's a higher level than you unless you know 100% that, oh, I can kill him easily. So right here, you see how Xin Zhao is kind of chasing after me into these minions right here. So I'm putting into account that I have ult and he is two levels under me, and I have a stun as well. I'm putting that into account when I see Xin Zhao coming towards me, and I'm not afraid of him because I'm still half health. And right now, all these minions are gonna immediately attack Xin Zhao as soon as Xin Zhao jumps on me, and that's how powerful minion damage is. So he's gonna go fight me. I happen to just level 10. I try to bait him under tower. By doing that, he takes a little bit more of minion damage. And then I ult, I stun him, I do my burst, and I kill him. I wanted to bait him under tower just so he can try to dive me. And from there, I would have ulted him while he was under tower. He would have taken a tower shot. It would have helped me fighting him, but it turns out I didn't need that. And then I just back after I get 2 kills. For Renekton, you want to build the Tiamat first because it gives him a animation cancel. And there are many champions that use animation cancel to their advantage. So generally, if the champion has a animation cancel with Tiamat, you want to use it. You want to get Tiamat first, like Riven. If you do the animation cancel, it's Tiamat, and then you press W for Renekton, and it cancels the stun animation. I think, anyways. I just seen videos on Renekton, and my friend comes in out of nowhere, and I'm level 10, and all I've been doing is farming, and I don't mind trading with him. As you can see, only the tower hits me because I had stunned Shen first, and I want to initiate with my stun so I can walk out of it unharmed. And I actually told my friend to do Rift Herald because I know we are strong together compared to Xin Zhao and Shen. I also want more of a advantage. And basically you want to ping objectives so that you can snowball faster. You also need to learn when to ping objectives. This is season 6, like I said, so Rift Herald still buffs my minions. And back then, as soon as you got Rift Herald, you wanted to push the tower. Right now Shen is taking minion damage, and he's underestimating minion damage. So right there I just kind of walk up to him, because he's trying to freeze it, and by walking up to him I can just Q him and get that free damage off him, because he's too busy trying to freeze the wave. I'm playing aggressive just so I can try to kill Shen. He also takes minion damage from the buffed minions. See right here, because of his Sunfire Cape, the minions start attacking him, and he's losing health because of that. He also used his shield and abilities. Normally for other champions they won't have shields, so they'll just take that damage. And right there I was trying to take the tower first, because generally the tower damage is going to do more damage than the enemy champion. Sometimes I also don't want to risk just dying because of tower damage, so I try to rush and take down the tower just so I can jump on the Shen, because he is really low, and I know I have ult, so I can just get health back. And that's what's happened here. I jump on him as soon as the tower goes down. I flash for him, and I have a killing spree just by playing smart. My mechanics might not have been the greatest to some people, but it's kind of these little things that add up to bigger things, which helps me get the advantage. And that's another thing about low elo, is that there are some things where low elo players, they kind of know how to do it, but they tend to not do it consistently, like freeze lanes. They'll kind of just do it like once in a while, but over time, like the difference between the silver and the gold would be like how often the silver player freezes the lane over the gold player. Generally, the gold player is going to try to freeze the lane as much as he can, just so he can get the advantage. And the silver player will just freeze the lane every once in a while, maybe. And because of it, it's about the consistency, and by doing that, you'll win more games or win more lanes by just having that advantage. And since this is I had the buffed Rift Herald minions, I keep on pushing so I can use the buff to the full extent back in the day. And then you see, and that's how you lose Snowball. I just got 400 gold from that one tower. And right now in season 7, your priority should kind of be winning lane and trying to get the first tower gold, because that helps you snowball so much. I think you get around 700 gold for taking the first tower, because you get, I think, 350 for just taking first tower gold, and then you also get like 400 gold just for taking the tower. And I feel like that's where the meta is right now. People that basically hard push and take towers just so that they can snowball. Right now I'm just waiting. Also, as a top laner, you kind of want to do that so that you can roam after you have pushed the top lane. And that's basically what I'm doing now. I'm roaming because my top lane is pushed. Shen is top lane by himself. He's probably freezing or farming it like most people do. And right now, I'm just gonna let him do his thing, and I'm gonna try to turn my 3 kills into an even larger lead and carry. And this is where I have teleport, and I roam So right here I teleport. And I teleport bot lane. And just like that, I have 3 kills. And you can see now, it's all about reacting to team fights and saving that teleport. I'm not sure if Shen had to teleport, but right now he's barely teleporting brawling when in reality he should have been teleporting when I teleported. So right now he wastes his teleport, and I think we dive them. So Lux ends up dying for no reason, free kill, just because they overstayed. And then Shen ends up staying under the tower. My friend, I was on Skype with my friend, but he does like a advanced trick where he tanks the tower, and since he's taking tower, he takes the tower damage, and I take no tower damage. Therefore, I can go ahead and dive the Shen. And when I do a video on how to support, I'll be showing you why you kind of want to tank tower in certain situations. And because of that, Shen just ended up dying for no reason. That's another thing in the low elo. Basically, in low elo, you never want to stay under a tower when you're outnumbered. You also don't want to fight team fights when you're outnumbered. That's basically how I play my games, and that's how it's kind of common sense. When there's just more damage. You're outnumbered, there's more damage. 4 people are gonna do more damage to 2 people, and that's basically what happened. It was Lux and Shen. We kill Lux first because you always want to focus the carries or the damage dealers. And generally the carries and damage dealers just die real quick. And since they die real quick, they won't be able to output much damage onto your teammates and yourself. Since we killed Lux first, we switch onto the Shen, and then Shen dies because Shen has no wave clear. He's by himself against 4 people. And we had all these mechanics in play, like my friend takes the tower, and then I just go for Shen. And Zillion was there to help me anyways. I'm so tanky, the tower doesn't really even do damage to me. It doesn't do damage to me, but it will do damage to my carry. For example, if I had a LeBlanc, if LeBlanc tanked the tower, she would be able to tank less tower shots than me. And right there, you kind of saw, that's what happens when you overstay. As soon as I start leaving, the Zillion should be leaving as well. But for whatever reason, he goes back to try to poke, and he just dies. And you can kind of see it, that like, you don't want to be doing these silly mistakes, because it ends up costing you the game over time. So when Zillion dies, you can see right here, it was too fast, but basically Zillion was worth 300 gold, and because of that, it puts Xin Zhao back into the game, kind of. Not really, but over time, if people start doing that, it puts them back into the game. And this is where I talk about again, where I start taking jungle farm because I want that gold and I want that advantage. And so right now I'm trying to save my ADC, and I kill the other team because they overchased. which is something that's really common in low elo. There's no reason you should be over chasing. And I'm pretty sure they had no vision of us. We did lose a dragon, but we did kill the ADC and support, so it's not that bad of a trade. And this is Zinzao overstaying again. And right there, there's kind of like a more of a, it's not really an advanced mechanic, but it's something people should be doing, is basically chaining CCs. So right now, LeBlanc used her chains to root, I think it's root, to root Zinzao, so he's immobilized. And right here, I just wait and I stun him. He can't move again for another 2 seconds. And then he dies. And things like that over time, it's about consistency, where the more of that you do, the more games you'll win in a sense. And not just games, but just like fights in general. You'll win more team fights, you'll win more trades, you'll win more. By doing that, you just gain elo. Right now I'm 9-0-1, and I feel like I've been just sticking to the basics. These are the basics people should be doing to help them win games. So right now I'm freezing it. I think I was gonna freeze it. I guess I didn't. Decided to push Shenbacks. I'm pushing just so I can keep pressure top lane. And that's something you want to do as top lane. You want to keep the pressure and roam at the same time. You also don't want to get ganked as you do this. And right here I'm rotating mid lane so we can sandwich them and try to get some kills. So unfortunately I can't get Lux. I do, however, get the Blitzcrank. And that's what happens when you overextend. They didn't look at the map, they didn't know where I was. And because of that, since they didn't know where I was able to sandwich them. Map awareness is also an important key thing. Low elo, people don't do that, which is why roaming is really good, because people don't pay attention to the map. And by roaming, you'll be able to get kills. Just like the Shen, when he teleported bot lane really late, that Blitzcrank didn't look at the map, so he backed really late, which cost him his death. And right now, LeBlanc's getting some kills. So right now, so this is really important. Right now, I'm really fed. I'm 9-0, and I'm really strong. I could probably 3v1, maybe. It's just that Lux and Zinzao, they're kind of stupid, and if I just get caught or something, or am badly positioned, they could probably kill me in a 2v1. But right now, since I'm basically carrying, my focus generally is, right now, I don't want to be able to carry the game by myself. I want one of my other teammates to get fed, so that if I do a mistake or something, my other team will be able to pick up the slack, my slack. And that's really bad in all elos. Basically, people think they're good and whatnot. They'll have 21 and like 8 deaths, and they'll lose a game because they're the ones with all the kills and all the damage, which is really bad. You do not want to have all the damage and all the kills on yourself, because if you get caught, that's gonna cost you the game. and some people are just arrogant and they don't really like pay attention to that, so they'll end up blaming your teammates. Like with Kazakhs, generally they're hyper carries and whatnot, and they'll be able to get that 21 and 3 KDA, and then if they get caught out, they'll blame the teammates for sucking ass, when in reality it's kind of like Kazakhs kind of KSs, you know, and Kazakhs is just being stupid and he jumped into the fight like way too early, and or the other team decides to focus Kazakhs, and his other teammates just can't deal the damage. So this is why you kind of want to have a backup by letting your teammates get kills too. And right now I'm trying to put pressure mid lane so so we can end the game and basically win the game. This is how you climb elo. You have to win your games, and forcing objectives is the main priority everyone should be doing. But you know, sometimes you'll get fed and then you'll just be like, the other team isn't strong enough, and that's how you throw games, which happens a lot. And you kind of want to stop doing that because I've lost many games just by like thinking we're good and whatnot, and we're like, we got this game. Like right now, I could probably just become tunneled and just go for kills and whatnot, and by doing that, I'll probably throw the game. But I don't do that in this video specifically. And in this video, I kind of want to win the game really badly, just because that's how I am. And so right now I'm just forcing the objectives mid lane, and I decide to put the pressure mid lane because if you want to win games, you have to be the captain of your team. I said that earlier. But so right now you want to be shot calling because that's how you win games. Your other teammates generally, they're kind of stupid. They don't, I don't know, they'll die easily, they'll make bad calls. So from that, you want to learn to be team captain and to make the right calls to win the game. So right now we're putting pressure mid lane. We die. I do kill Blitzcrank. Our Ashe died, but we did get 2 kills off that, which is gonna help us snowball more. And we're taking the turret. That turret gave us 235 gold, if you saw. And because of that, it's gonna help us snowball more faster. That's why you kind of want to take objectives. Right now I'm doing the thing where I take jungle farm because I want to snowball even more. And this is something people should be doing more. Is basically after a team fight or not, or let's say after a good push mid, you kind of want to retreat into the enemy jungle and you want to start taking their camps because those camps give you gold, and they'll give you a advantage by denying the other team from getting the gold, and it denies them from getting experience. Like right now, I'm getting gold, I'm getting experience, and I'm getting a blue buff. And blue buff increases cooldown reduction and mana regeneration. And people don't realize, but it also increases energy regeneration. Blue buff increases energy regeneration. So blue buff isn't only for people that use mana. People that use energy also get a benefit from blue buff. So I just got that 64 gold and blue buff. And that gold is gonna help me buy more items faster. I was waiting in the brush because I kinda wanted to catch someone out. Blitzcrank starts chasing me. I'm not too scared of him. My friend gets caught out. I'm just like, yo, that's your fault. I'm not sure why the other team is fighting. That's kind of a trick you want to do. If you're ever running away, you always want to run inside a bush because it gives you time for cooldowns to come back. So right now I use my Q on Blitzcrank. I auto, I use my ult. I see that they jump on me, I run away. I wait for my Q to come back up, and I stun Zhao. And we kill him. Also, LeBlanc is getting the kills, which is really good because it's more of a insurance. LeBlanc can carry if I don't carry. Also, the reason why you want to run inside the brush would be because if they lose vision of you, it kind of disorients them for a quick second, which can help so much in many situations. I go over the wall. I want to keep fighting this because I want to kind of end the game, and I want to snowball more. Lux is overextending, and she dies. And as I make videos, I'll make a video on how to win as ADC, and you do not want to overextend unless mechanics wise you're really good and you know how to dodge and whatnot, and you just know the situation really well. So that Ashe is kind of useless, and I have no faith in her. Therefore, she's kind of dead weight or like a meat shield. And just by watching her play, I noticed that her mechanics aren't that good and whatnot, so I don't really focus too much attention on her, because if her mechanics aren't that good, I don't think she's going to be able to carry the game. So I kind of just let her do her own thing, and I'll focus on protecting LeBlanc more over the Ashe, because the LeBlanc clearly knows what she's doing. What's my item build? I have a Ravenous Hydra, Black Cleaver, Maw of Malmortis, and Armor. I forgot what that item's called. And Doran's Ring. Doran's Blade. My team's fighting without me, which they shouldn't be. I kind of just... I'm letting my teammates do whatever, and I'm putting more pressure on top lane. Because if I put pressure top lane, that means someone is gonna have to go and stop me, or I can push other lanes. Like I can roam after I push top lane. So right now I'm pushing top lane, and later you'll see that I die because of it. And right now my teammates aren't really keeping pressure. They are keeping pressure. It's giving me time to push. But right now they lost vision of the enemy team. Actually, this isn't the right part, but I do push top lane. I do put pressure, and then we take mid just like that. So I was able to put pressure top lane, and I get a free tower mid because someone had to stop me, or my teammates they're just doing good. And right there, I body block for LeBlanc. Let me rewind it real fast. So we start backing off because, you know, Ashe has low mana, Zillion is whatever. LeBlanc is half health. LeBlanc is really squishy, so she'll die. It's better to have her at full health. So right now I see Blitzcrank uses his movement speed ability, his W. And I don't want Blitzcrank to grab my carry, my other carry, my LeBlanc. You know, I'm babysitting these people. And so I decide, as a tank, you want to body block all things. So that's me sidestepping. And right now, he can either pull me or just not pull by doing this. If I kept running in front of LeBlanc, he could have potentially pulled my LeBlanc. And on the minimap, you can kind of see that their whole team is there. And it's basically Zillion does get grabbed. I think Zillion tries to poke. But I want to body block because I'm basically babysitting these people. As a tank, as a top laner. Right now I'm playing a bruiser tank. Or I'm basically playing a bruiser with damage. And it's kind of situational, but like even as a full tank, you want to be doing these things. As top lane, you want to protect the other people, even if they're just bad or not, because eventually they'll be able to redeem themselves later in the game, maybe. But generally they do redeem themselves. They just need to scale or whatnot. They just need kills like LeBlanc. Like, I'm not really trying to take the kills from her anymore since I'm fed. I'm just trying to win the game. As for LeBlanc, she's probably just going for kills and not really going for objectives. And basically just as you continue the game, you'll see that LeBlanc becomes less reliable. But I do body block because I don't want her to die. She is the damage and I'm just a tank. And it's okay for a tank to die for their carries. So I kind of body block, and then Zillion goes back to poke whatever for whatever reason, and then he ends up getting grabbed. And that's the second time Zillion has done something really dumb, which cost him a death for no reason, absolutely no reason. He has 3 deaths right now. 2 of those deaths were unnecessary. And again, it comes back to that consistency. Doing less dumb stuff will end up helping you win games. Right now I'm pushing mid lane because I want pressure. And I want to kill Lux, so I start rotating for her. I also want to keep pressure top lane because I want bot lane to push. I'm also taking their jungle because I want to snowball more. They also lose the experience. I get gold from it. Like I said, when I was playing League of Legends way back when, I didn't really think about taking jungle camps as much. Like I did way later in the game, but now I've been doing it consistently throughout the game. And even now, I do it way more than shown in this video. And I kind of get mad because you can see on the minimap the whole team on the other side is going for me, and I'm here pushing this lane, and my teammates, they're not doing anything, which pisses me off. But that's just me overstepping. Because of that, I die. I should have noticed that my teammates have backed, and they should have pinged me to back, but they didn't. So I'm just like, where are they? Oh no, Blitzcrank. So They get a shit down on me. There's 4 people there, as you see. Yeah, my teammates didn't really do much. They decided to go to Baron for whatever reason. LeBlanc and Zillion, Hecarim and Ashe went bot lane, which is good, but they kind of did it too late. So by the time they get to the tower, the other enemy team is there to stop them. That was me pinging mid lane. So I was pretty pissed. No, they're chasing the Shen and not protecting the mid lane. And I did die. That was my first death of the game. So right now I have the most CS in game. That's probably because I've been farming pretty good. And I've been taking jungle camps throughout whenever I can. Right now I was pretty mad I died and my teammates weren't really doing much. So I decided to go bot lane. I even pinged bot lane. I pinged my allies to bot lane. But they decided to just ignore me. But in higher elo, when you ping something, your teammates will follow, which is something you should do. When someone pings something, you should just do it. You should react to the minimap first, and then do it. And that's something I'll talk about when we talk about the doing jungle. When I do a video on how to jungle. So right now we're fighting. Ooh. Ooh. That was a wasted death. I was mad because my teammates decided to run away. When, like, you can see that right now it's only Lux mid. Let me rewind it a little more. My friend, the jungler, they should be pushing mid right now, just to keep the pressure up. Right now we're pushing bot lane. My friend decides to try to kill the Lux for whatever reason. And then it would have been very helpful if he pushed mid instead of chasing the Lux. Okay. We were able to stall 4 of them when it was 3 against the 1 Lux, and we didn't get anything off that. And that was still a bad play on my end. I should have just played safer, but for me, I want to end these games like real fast. I'm more of a, I want to play the game, smash the other team, and win the game. It's basically the mindset of Korea. In Korea, they tend to play for the early game, whereas NA, they tend to, the games are longer and they'll play like early game, late game mostly. The games last way too long. And there's videos on it. I won't talk too much about that. Right now I ping Dragon because their whole team is back. I can tell because of not right now, the minimap is actually giving vision of everyone. And I can tell because of the side lanes, if no one's pushing them on the other team, they're probably at base or in jungle. So it's pretty safe to do Dragon. You'll always want to get Scalded Crab before doing Dragon, because it gives you a speed boost in case you want to run away. So we get a free Dragon because the other team is being stupid and they're all chasing one person top lane. So we also get a free Dragon because of that. Right now I'm pushing the wave because I want that bot tower. I am basically focusing my attention to bot lane because I want to win the game. I want objectives. Objectives help your team scale more and faster because they get gold off it. And so I'm denied that bot tower again. So right now I ping Baron because nothing is really getting done in this game anymore. So that's me pinging Baron. And to win games, sometimes you just gotta force objectives when your team has the lead. Our team is 29 and 18, and right now the other team is turtling because they kind of want to scale into the late game. And me, myself, I want to win this game, so I'm being the team captain. I'm shot calling. I'm deciding let's do Baron. We are stronger than the other team, and they can't stop us if we do. They would stop us if we waited late game, but I don't want to lose that advantage we have. And so we get a free Baron. There's only 2 teammates on the other team that try to stop us. Lux and Blitzcrank. For whatever reason, Tristan is pushing bot lane, and Shen is pushing top lane, so they gave a free Baron away. Right there I tried backing, but then I see Tristana was gonna push. I don't want to give them tower gold because, like I said, each tower is worth like 300 gold. So I decided to teleport bot lane and deny them that gold. It's a global gold. So I back, and then right now I'm focusing my attention towards bot lane again. Hopefully with Baron we'll have the pressure. Also mid lane is being pushed. You can kind of see on the minimap. So I'm kind of hoping they push mid lane and then I'll push bot lane with Ashe. Luckily this Ashe has been like listening, or she's probably just been pushing bot lane for whatever reason. But we're getting a free damage off with the Baron minions. Baron minions are doing the damage on the tower, and that's kind of what you want to do. In some situations, you kind of just want to let the Baron minions do all the work when you can't force objectives. So right here, we're just staying. Our teammate killed someone. They killed the Lux. LeBlanc is pushing top lane, which is really good, but sometimes you don't want to 3-way split push the lanes. Luckily, LeBlanc's getting kills. I'm still focusing my attention towards bot lane. We got that tower. We also happen to get top tower, so that gives us more of a snowball. Right now we're pushing bot lane. Right now I'm kind of zoning. I don't care about kills anymore. I just care about objectives. We end up getting mid. This is kind of insurance, but we're taking all the inhibs. This is probably the end of the game. We have Baron minions. They're so weak. We're right here. I'm forcing the objectives. You see this? None of my teammates are hitting the towers. I'm the one doing this, and that's the kind of things you want to do. And we win the game. Thank you for watching. I want to say this was I tried clicking continue. I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe or comment and tell me if you like the video, and if you want to see more, leave a comment.